What is going on, people? Welcome back to another episode of the NJ Show. We are now on episode, what, 12? Is it 11 or 12? I'm not sure. But welcome anyway. Welcome to the show. It's your boy, Trader NJ, coming to you live, in it for the tech on the NJ Show. We have got a shitload to discuss today. We've got some juicy news today. We're going to talk about Bitcoin. We're going to talk about Ethereum. We're going to talk about the S&P. We're going to talk about Bitcoin dominance. And we're going to cover some of the latest news that's going on in crypto, making it easy for you. I'll do the research. You sit down, listen and enjoy. We're going to talk about Three Arrows. We're going to talk about Luna. We're going to talk about Tron. I'm seeing some happy birthday messages in the chat. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. It is my birthday today. It's a good day. I've got good energy today. We're going to smash this stream today. Thank you everyone for joining. I'm seeing loads of happy birthday messages in the chat. I love to see it. In fact, let me know where you guys are from so I can shout you out. We are going to kick off the stream in just a second. We've got some good energy today. Can we smash up the likes? Let's smash up the likes. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel because I come live every single day. That's my job, to make sure that you guys are being delivered the most up-to-date and latest news inside of cryptocurrency, right? You guys are going to smash the next cycle with all the news that I'm going to be throwing your way over the next couple of years. You guys are going to become permanent traders. You're all going to leave work and you're all going to smash it with generational wealth. I'm sure of it. I'm sure of it. Let's get straight into the stream. Okie dokie. Right. Let's talk about Bitcoin. Let's start off with Bitcoin. But before we do, let's do a little quick shout out actually. Let's do a quick shout out. We've got Elizabeth, Brownholt, Dean from Australia. We got Dana from Australia as well. Presto says, when ETH all-time high, please. We've got a while to go, mate. Gul says happy birthday. Presto says happy birthday. Cryptique says happy birthday. AM says happy birthday. Samira says happy birthday. Ben says happy birthday. Wow, lots of happy birthday messages. Nuruddin says salam. Salam back to you right there. A lot of people from Australia tuning today. And Miguel says happy birthday, first time viewer here from Madeira Island, Portugal. Awesome, amazing. Let me know where you guys are from. Make sure you let me know where you guys are from. Stephen says my first stream, happy birthday. Wahida says happy birthday, thank you so much. Smash up the likes and show me some support. It's good for the channel. It will support the channel, help the channel grow, and I'll be able to bring more of this content to you every day. Let us crack on. Right, so do you know what's going on with Bitcoin? What is actually going on with Bitcoin? So, you know, some of you lot are new here, some of you lot tune in from yesterday. We spoke about Bitcoin in detail yesterday, so if you haven't seen that video, I would strongly advise you tune into yesterday's video to get a full, detailed, deep analysis of what I think is going on with Bitcoin, what I think is going on with Ethereum, and what I think is going to be happening in the near future, all right? But we'll do a rundown of it today just to see where we are. Bitcoin is currently sitting at $20,550. We are now hovering just above the all-time high that Bitcoin made in 2017. So I'll show you guys there. Don't know if you guys can see it. Here, right next to my floating head, is the all-time high for Bitcoin in 2017. All right? And over on our right-hand side, we have the current price action. The current price action is showing us that we are now retesting that all-time high, that crucial all-time high that we made in 2017. So what next? What is going to happen now? Well, we have a key area of support right here. And this support falls into the 17 to 18K region. All right? It's crucial support for Bitcoin. It's where I'm hoping buyers are going to be stepping in. All right. Now, ultimately, we can't just assume that the low is there. We can't just assume that. But I'm going to run you through some things that I think might help the low form in now. So yesterday we spoke about Bitcoin trying to go to support, and we were using the S&P and Ethereum to try and confluence what we were saying in terms of where we think support is going to be. Now, we know that the S&P is at monthly support, and we're expecting some sort of rebound. We know that the S&P can fluctuate now between sort of 5 to 8% lower. And we know Bitcoin can do the same thing because, look, we haven't actually quite hit that support yet. However, if we was to hit this support, what would I be looking for on a lower time frame? What would I be looking for? I would be looking for a deviation of this level. If not a deviation, at least some sort of relief, some sort of push like this and push back up. All right. Otherwise, I'd be looking for a deviation of this level. How low it can go, not sure. Maybe 16K, maybe 15K. We are going to find out, but we're not going to be stepping into any trades until we are sure and we have some sort of confirmation. All right. So however low it goes, it doesn't really matter because we're not trying to catch low. We're looking for a confirmational trade. And there are some big trades to be made. If Bitcoin gives us a relief rally from here, we're talking 20, 30%. And if you're leveraging, you know what that means. You know what that means if you're leveraging. 20, 30% is huge in the margin game. All right. I'm not saying that you should all go and margin. I'm just saying that if you're an experienced trader and you're somebody who knows how to leverage, you guys will be able to leverage big positions here on the lows. But it's important that we wait for confirmation. It's very important. We've got 63 people watching, but we only have 30 likes. Can we smash up those likes? Get me to 50 likes. It helps support the channel. Who else have we got here? Mr. Wet says he's from Norway. And Dekesh says he's from India. We've got Mr. Kirori representing Kenya. We have got a lot of people here. Smash up the comments, guys. Let me know where you guys are from. Stephen says, what are the first coins we're going to be DCAing into? Well, Stephen, stay tuned and we might discuss that, right? Asgard says he's from Sweden. OG in the channel. Love to see it. Love to see it. We've got a lot of people here. So look, that's Bitcoin. If you want a full-on detailed analysis, you definitely want to watch yesterday's video. I covered Bitcoin in detail yesterday. All right. Another thing we can do is we can have a look. Today is Wednesday. Let's have a look at Monday's range. If you mark out Monday's high to Monday's low, you will see that we are well out of that. We're going to put this in a different color. We're going to put this in a different color. Monday's high and Monday's low. And well, the mid-range looks like it's actually support anyway. So I'll leave that there for now. Let's go in the 1 hour chart. So what's Bitcoin done now? Bitcoin has pushed into the Monday's low. So this bottom green line here is Monday's low. We've pushed into it and we rejected off it. So what do I want to see going forward? If we don't deviate that key support that I'm talking about below here, if we can climb back into Monday's range, which falls at, let me give you the, oh fuck me, what have I done? Hold on. There we go. If we can push back into 21,870 and we can start showing some good price action there, something like this. Boom. Reclaim Monday's low. Show me some price action above Monday's low. We can push in to 24K. Show some bullish price action at 24K. And we're looking for 26 to 27K. So that is Monday's range. Monday's range is an important tool in trading. I would highly advise you guys do that. A lot of people in FX, when they're trading Mondays, when they're trading FX, one thing that they do is they let Mondays unfold. They don't actually trade the Monday itself. And we could get big moves on Monday. But because we look for confirmation, what we tend to do is we let Monday unfold, and then on Tuesday we have something known as Monday's range. A lot of the times when you're trading any chart, as long as it has enough liquidity, you'll get a lot of price action inside of Monday's range. So me and Dang did that in the past. We traded, I think it was Nat Gas, and we found Monday's range on the Monday itself, and we just traded it all the way till the weekend, and we made a shit ton of money just trading it from Monday to Friday inside of Monday's range. It was like 2 years ago. So Unidiver says he's from United States. Hus says he's from Australia. Big up, big up, big up, big up. Got a lot of people. We did it. We've got 50 likes on the channel. So let's carry on. Let's finish off where we did with Bitcoin. So Monday's range, keep an eye on Monday's range. Very important, very crucial. It will play a factor in for the rest of the week if we can reclaim 21,800. Moving over to ETH. For Ethereum, what has happened with Ethereum? So if you guys watched yesterday's stream, which you should have, it's an important stream. You definitely want to watch what I said on Bitcoin and Ethereum from yesterday. We have now left the upper 2021. We've left it completely. So everything that has happened in 2021, we've now completely retraced from that. All right, we've completely left that. And now what we've done is in 2017, excuse me, not 2017, but in 2018, January, that's when we made the all-time high for Ethereum. So if you guys can see that here, I know it's very small, but you know, you guys don't need to see individual candles. But look, on the left-hand side here, next to my floating head, you will see the all-time high made for Ethereum in January 2018, and we formed a range. We have resistance up top here. We have a very clean mid-range, and we have a range low. So I've taken that range and I've fast forwarded it all the way over to 2022. Lo and behold, these levels, they work. They are the same as they were in the past. Notice how we retested the mid-range here in this highlighted blue box. We retested it. It was a tough grind. And once we broke above past the January 2018 high, we started rallying like there was no tomorrow. And we saw ETH hit crazy all-time highs, nearly $5,000. Now, what have we done? We are now back in that old range, and we have now retested that mid-range at roughly $1,000. Can Ethereum go lower? If it was to go lower, where would it go? Well, I'm expecting a reaction here. All right? I'm expecting a strong reaction here from Ethereum. We have a lot of selling that is still happening. We have a lot of outflow to it. Sorry, we have a lot of inflow going into exchanges from external wallets. We do have that. Yes, we do. But this for me is crucial support. $1,000 ETH is something that a year ago you would have loved to buy it. You would have loved to buy $1,000 ETH. Now, the global market has changed a lot. We have a lot of bearish factors around the market now, but do you know what? We are crypto people. We buy that fucking fear. We buy that fear. I'm not saying to buy today. However, I am expecting a reaction here at this $1,000 level. If we was to break it, where do I think we would go? I think we would go none other than the range low, which falls at around $750 to $800. All right, that is how low I think Ethereum can truly go. All right, you have to remember, guys, you have to remember, I want to put this into perspective for you guys. All right, look at the amount of weekly red candles we have had. This is now the 11th week of aggressive selling. Aggressive selling. All right, aggressive. This is not normal. This is not normal. All right. Now, after all of this selling, 11 weeks of selling, I want you guys to think of it from a bullish perspective. Now, we have 71 people here. You guys, I want you guys to envision it. Imagine your favorite altcoin, or imagine a trade that you've taken in the past where price started going up, and it started going up beyond your control. You're looking at price, and every day you're waking up and price is 20% up, 10% up. You're 2x up today. You're 3x up today. Price doesn't stop. You bought in at $1. It's now at $5. It's now at $7. It's retraced to $3, and now it's at $12. And it keeps going up. All right? It keeps going up. I want you to really vision that. Look at what Ethereum is doing. Look at what ETH is doing. Bitcoin is doing in the reverse. If euphoria is what we experience in the bull market when price is soaring and we don't know where to take profit, then surely this is euphoria in reverse. All right? I hope you guys are keeping up with me, because this is important. This helps us confluence where we think the low might be after 11 weeks of aggressive selling, not a single green candle, right? This must be the most euphoric stage of the market for bears. Maybe we can go a little bit lower, but from $5,000 to $1,000, I'm telling you now that some relief must be around the corner. It must be. All right, let's have a quick look at the S&P. Bastard. Oi. SPX, bro. SXP. Right. So if you joined into my stream yesterday, what did I say about SXP. What did I say about Swipe Wallet, about the SNP? What did I say? I said we tap monthly support. We tapped monthly support yesterday. And what are we doing right now? Let's see what we're doing on the lower time frame for the S&P. We are starting to show some bullish price action. We are starting to show some bullish price action. If we can get something like this, then that would be your entry right there. All right. If the S&P is pushing, I would expect Bitcoin, Ethereum to follow suit. Now, another interesting piece is Bitcoin dominance. What did we say was going to happen with Bitcoin dominance? On this stream, we said that we were looking for the 50% level for Bitcoin dominance. And you know what? It didn't happen. It hasn't happened just yet. All right. This is the range that we've used for Bitcoin dominance over the last couple of weeks, and it has respected it fairly. We said that if we could get something along the lines of 50%, I would look for something along the left-hand side where I've circled it out here in green, where Bitcoin dominance hit 50%, it pushed all the way back down to 40%, and then we rallied higher. So this move down here from 50% to 40%, this move is where I'd expect our alts to give us some breathing room. Alts have tanked so much now. I'm not saying that they're going to do a 4-5x, but some of our favorite alts certainly can. All right. That is what a bearish relief rally is. When we take our altcoins and they do a 2-3x to give us some breathing room so we can exit. It's what we use for exit liquidity. The bigger players in the game have bags that are so big they can't just dump it in one go. If they dumped it in one go, it would show on the chart by 20%, you know? So that's what's happening now. If we look closely, we can see that Bitcoin dominance rejected off around 48.5%. So we were off by about 2%, 1.5 to 2%. Can we push up from here? I think we're going down here to sort of 45%, and then we'll push up into 50%. Or if we break down, we'll push to 40%, and hopefully all of us here can exit our altcoin positions in the near term. All right, we need to exit these altcoin positions in the near term because, and this is because of Bitcoin. When it comes to Bitcoin, yes, we have had aggressive selling. A lot of people are still calling for capitulation even after seeing how low the price has gone. All right, and yet, even if we do get into that support level of 18k, people will be calling for 15k. People will be calling for 13k. The lower we go, the more doors open for new targets. And this is why you have to be careful with what you see on crypto Twitter. You have to be careful because every time we breach a new low, we're going to get new targets that are calling out, that are being called out for lower prices. Mike says, happy birthday from Arkansas. Asgard says, just a thought on things to bounce from here. Markets can stay rational longer than you stay solvent. John Maynard, yes, that's right. That is true. But we mentioned in the stream a couple of minutes ago, mate, that when we experience euphoria, how is this different from euphoria? I love debates. I love opinions. I love the fact that you've put an opinion in there. I wish every one of you would put opinions in the chat to tell me how you feel. If we could get a debate going, 10 times better. That is what the bear market should be about, you know? So Asgard made a very strong point. However, I disagree with it. I think that this downtrend, it doesn't get worse than this. How much lower can it go? If we do get to 13k, then how far is that? You know, if we're at 20k and it goes to 13k, that's very different from 69k going to 13k. We've had a majority of the selling. We've been inside 3 months of extreme bearishness. Look at the monthly. Look at the monthly and tell me for yourself. When has Bitcoin ever done that? When has Bitcoin ever produced 3 months of bearishness like this? This wasn't the same as 2018. All right. And more people were prepared. More people are smarter now than they were in 2017. Hence why I'm assuming the aggression is a lot more intact than it was in 2018. In 2018, for the first 3 years, everybody was calling for the bottom. Every single low that we hit in 2018 was an apparent bottom in 2018. We are now in 2021 where there's no such thing as that. We smashed through every level of support. The monthly doesn't even look good. On the monthly time frame, the next level of support is 13k. That's what the monthly chart tells me. Do I think we're going to go that low? It's difficult to say. If we were trending downwards, like say for instance, we had 2 months of up candles and we couldn't break past, say maybe, I don't know, 27k. If we started rejecting from that point, I would say, do you know what? We could probably go to 13k. Because that would give us a healthy retrace. It would have given us the bearish relief rally that we need. All right? But we haven't had that yet. And as we haven't had that, I don't think we can just smash through levels of support. I don't think we can. Do you see what I mean? So we've got to take that into consideration. We genuinely have to take it into consideration. We are seeing, bears are seeing euphoria now. They are up more than they've ever been up in the entire cycle. In fact, in the entirety of Bitcoin. In 11 weeks, to make this much money, to make this much of a percentage move, bears are up more than they've ever been. You know, we have got 77 people watching the stream and we have 58 likes. Let's smash up those likes. Let's get those likes up, support the stream, and make sure you subscribe to the channel because I come live every single day for you guys, Monday to Friday. I'm here. It's my job to make sure that you guys get the latest. So make sure you're subscribing. Make sure you're hitting the bell icon. You don't want to miss this show. At 2k subscribers, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. That giveaway will be available to all of you guys. It'll be a good giveaway too. In this bear market, it's something that we need. So help me push to 2k. Make sure you share the channel with your friends. This is going to be the next big show. Make sure you're tuning in. You guys are all early. All right. So that is Bitcoin done. That is Ethereum done. And that's the SPX done. I think that it's not a long right now. If we can climb back into Monday's range, yes, we can start looking at trades. If we go below this support, I'd be looking for a deviation at 18k. I would be. All right, for a short-term relief bounce. One question that you guys are going to have is, well, hang on a second. If 18k is where you think the bottom is, does that mean we're going to go up to 69k from there? No. Look at what Bitcoin does to get to form a low. Look what Bitcoin does. Something along the lines of this is what I'd be looking for a low. All right, for a low. And I'm going to tell you why this is not a bad thing. Look. There we go. If we were to form a low here at 18k, this is what I would expect the chart to look like. All right. Now, it's funny that this fractal just seems to work, and I'll explain why. In 2024, Bitcoin has the next halving. That will be the major catalyst for Bitcoin over the next couple of years. That is the next biggest event that we have that tells us in history, Bitcoin will give us some price action from this. And now look at this fractal in itself. If we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months of sort of consolidation, we have a push up into around 43k. We sort of retrace. We have a push back down into the 20k level where we think the low is anyway, 18 to 21k. And then coming into 2024, we are hovering at around that 26k level. All right. The Bitcoin halving happens in March 2024 and it's stagnant, a non-event. And then as we go into the summer of 2024, Bitcoin starts to show its strength, leading up to a potential all-time high by the end of 2024. Now, this is a scenario. This is not exactly what's going to happen, but this is a realistic scenario. Because when we're bottoming out, we can't just go from 18k to 69k. It's not going to work. What are we going to do it on the 5-minute chart? Bro, come on, get real. We can't do that. You know what I mean? If we had a good consolidation and we had a good year and a half of price action like this, then we could start calling for all-time highs. And look, I mean, we were calling for 75k at one point, And interestingly enough, this fractal from support takes us to around 76k. So could it play out? Yes, I certainly think it could. We will see what happens. But if you're joining the NJ show, you'll get to see what happens every day. So look, let's move on because there's some stuff I want to talk to you guys about today. I don't know if you guys have seen, but this 3 arrows stuff is freaking crazy. I'm going to explain to you guys what 3 arrows is, all right? And then I'm going to run you through what's going on with 3 arrows. But first, I want to show you guys this very quickly. I want to show you guys this very, very quickly because I've got some Saylor news today. But I want you guys to watch this. I want you guys to watch this. Let's look at this.
The only use of time is, how do I buy more Bitcoin? But take all your money, buy Bitcoin, then take all your time, figure out how to borrow more money to buy more Bitcoin, then take all your time and figure out what you can sell to buy Bitcoin. And if you absolutely love the thing that you don't want to sell it, go mortgage your house and buy Bitcoin with it. And if you've got a business that you love because your family works for the business, it's in your family for 37 years, and you can't bear to sell it, mortgage it, finance it, and convert the proceeds into the hardest money on earth, which is Bitcoin. So what I would say is, use all your time to acquire Bitcoin, finance entities and weaker currencies to buy Bitcoin, or educate yourself on why this makes sense if you're not sure, and then educate everybody around you. You know, if you're working for a company that's got $100 million in the treasury, you got to convince the CEO and the board of directors to convert the treasury to Bitcoin. That's the most creative thing you can do. That'd be worth billions to them.
Well, if you're new to crypto, if you are new to crypto and you ever hear something like this, you need to immediately run away from whoever sourced out this information. Now, Michael Saylor is somebody who runs a firm called MicroStrategy. All right. The reason I played that now and not later on in the stream was because I want to talk to you guys about 3 arrows. 3 arrows. So for those of you who were in the crypto cycle for 2021, what happened is a lot of money was made from private sales. A lot of money was made from private sales. So typically you have a project. Let's take Solana as an example because I'm quite bullish on Solana. We take Solana, and at the moment, Solana is an idea. All right. It's an idea that a team have come together and they can turn it into fruition. All right. Solana say, we need some credible backers. We need some people who will invest in us in an early stage, who believe in us, who will help support the project and help the project grow. And we're in return, we're going to give them tokens at, let's say, 10 cents. And in return, they're going to support us. And what we're going to do is, yes, they're going to buy, I don't know, 50K, 100K worth of tokens at 10 cents. However, we're not going to give them all their tokens at once. We're going to give them 5% of their tokens on release. And then we'll give them more tokens every month, maybe 5% a month, 2.5% a month. And they can slowly exit their positions if they wish to then. Now, Solana launches at 10 cents, immediately goes to $2, and it starts its rally and ascent towards $240, which was the all-time high, which makes you think, well, hang on a second. Whoever invested in Solana at the private sale is rich. They are freaking rich. All right. And what happens is when people get used to that, they start believing every currency will be the next Bitcoin. They start believing that every crypto will be the next Solana. And what happens is when the bear market comes, there are no more private sales. There are no more alts that go up. In fact, it's all in the reverse. Money exits the market. Money doesn't want to be in the market anymore. All right. Now, 3 arrows run by Suzu or Zusu. I don't know. Someone let me know in the chat. Something Sue. I don't know. Sue. But anyway, so what they did, they invested in a lot of private sales very early in the previous bull market. And I used to watch them thinking, damn, what do I need to do to get to that level where I can find projects like Axes? These guys got into Axes and they got a huge portion of Axes at a very, very, very low price. And the funny thing about Axes was I watched it go up in the same fashion Bitcoin is going down on the weekly. It was insane. And nobody was tweeting about it. Nobody was talking about it. You know, Dean says Suzu. You know, he's the guy that runs 3 Arrows. But now look, we're in the bear market now. All right. And what has happened to 3 Arrows? After facing hundreds of millions of dollars in liquidations, 3 Arrows Capital future is uncertain. And you know what? It pains me to say it, but I think this is the end of 3AC. And if this is the end of 3AC, my friends, the bottom is not far away. After almost a year of bearish trending markets, the bottom for cryptocurrency is not far away. All right, I certainly believe that. We have wiped out so much price action and now we're wiping out big VCs. And this is what you want to see. This is what you want to see. Celsius being wiped out has hurt a lot of people. It has hurt a lot of people, but that money needed to leave the market. If you are one of those people who are affected by Celsius, I strongly believe that if you're here now and if you are researching and if you're learning and if you're paying attention now, in a year and a half to 2 years, you will be one of the people that are early. I say this in nearly every stream. The most money isn't made in a bull market. The most money is made upon the exit of a bear market. And the exit of a bear market, only a small handful of people are there. The people who tune in to shows like this every day. The people who are charting every day. The people who are paying attention to Bitcoin every day. Those are the people that are there when the bear market starts to end. You'll be in a place, and believe me, because I went through this. You'll be in a place where you're going to be investing in coins and people will laugh at you. They will laugh at you. And a year from that point, you'll be laughing at them. I shit you not, because that's where the money's made. So if you lost money in Celsius and if you lost money in Luna, you're going to make that back. I do believe it. What you need to do to make that back is you need to stick around. If it pains you to learn about cryptocurrency, fuck your emotions. You've got to stick around. You've got to pursue it. If it pains you to study about things that you don't want to study about, if you're not somebody who's educated, this is your opportunity to educate yourself. All right? 3 Arrows. Let's talk about 3 Arrows. The future of crypto hedge fund 3 Arrow Capital hangs in the balance as the firm faces potential insolvency after being liquidated by its lenders. Fucked. Manuel says, Sue. You know, the liquidation event is just one of several setbacks by the firm, which has backed projects like AVAX, Polkadot, ETH. How are you going to say it backed ETH? What are you talking about, bro? ETH came out ages ago. I don't believe that 3 Arrows got in private sale of ETH. They're chatting shit. But Polkadot and Avalanche, those were 2 huge projects. And 3 Arrows got in at the private sale. These guys had an evaluation of like 5 billion at one point. $5 billion. Fuck me. And these guys are normal guys that run crypto. They run normal crypto VC. So it might be something for you guys to pay attention to now. Maybe it might be wise for you guys to start studying VCs, venture capitalists. What are they? How can I get involved in their movements? Because in the future, you might see a project for yourself, like AVAX, like Polkadot, like Solana, like Axes, where you think, do you know what? I'm going to try and invest in this. I think this is a good investment. I think that over the next 2-3 years, this market is going to do well. And I'm going to invest in this. I'm going to put $1,000 in this, because $1,000 in a project like that can easily turn into 1,000x. Suddenly you have $100,000 and you still have more vesting allocations coming in every other month, all because you did the research, you put the work in, you were acknowledged, and you bought into something early. But this could be the end of Three Arrows. This could be the end. They have lost so much money over the last couple of weeks, and it continues. They have, I think on Bitfinex, hold on, is it here? Look, Bitfinex, if you look on the leaderboard, it's not even something that's being hidden. $37 million on Bitfinex. I wish they would have just given me one. I would have put that one to good use. I would have bought something at the top with it. Or one of us would have bought something at the top with it. We could have comfortably bought Solana at the top. We'd still have around 200 grand left from the million that they gave us. But unfortunately, no. So that's 37 million there. I know that a lot of people know that they transferred some money over to FTX as well. Celsius have done the same thing. A lot of money is exiting the market, and now along with Luna, along with Celsius, and now we have Three Arrows. How bad can things get? Bear with me for a second, guys. These allergies are unbelievable. If you're in the UK, hay fever is at its all-time high. People who love hay fever, you're euphoric right now. You're euphoric. Let's smash up the likes, guys. We've got 70 likes on the channel. That's amazing. That's amazing. Make sure you're subscribing to the channel as well. You don't want to miss the latest information that I bring out to you every other day. We are looking good. We are looking good. Very, very good. As I said before, I'm going to be doing a giveaway at 2K subscribers. Everyone who has subscribed from before and who's subscribing now, all of you guys will be involved in that. I'm going to be picking out a few winners, not just one, just for showing support. And in the bear market, that's something that we need. We need some positivity in the bear market, you know? So, moving on. What is this? Why is my news not working? This was working earlier on. Bombaclad. Let's move on. Coinbase CEO Brian Armstrong announced today that the difficult decision to reduce the size of Coinbase's team by 18%. What does this mean? What does this mean? Why is this relevant to us? Why is this relevant? Why is this important to us? This hay fever is bad. This is important to us because more money is exiting the market. Yesterday we discussed crypto.com and how much money they're losing. They are shanking staff as well. We have got exchanges now that are doing the same thing. I've got a link up. I've got a link in OKX. And I'm not going to say that person's name. Or I'm not going to mention that person's gender or anything like that. But that person told me today that OKX exchange are looking to make setbacks as well. They're looking to make cutbacks as well. Every single entity in the crypto space is now in a position where they cannot keep up with the bearish euphoria that this market is producing. The way that money is exiting the market reminds me of the complete opposite of when money was coming in. Remember when Floki was at $3.5 billion market cap? Do you remember how euphoric we all were? I called out Floki at around sort of 8-9 million market cap. And at 3.5 billion market cap, we were all there watching how price was surging. And now this is just the reverse. And, you know, during that time, when the market was in that euphoric state, we had all sorts of news coming out. This person is sponsoring this. We are hiring 2,000 people for this. We are sponsoring that. We are now putting our banners and our names all over this building and that building. Now that the market has now left all that money, we are now in a position where we're seeing the reverse news, and Coinbase is part of it. Let's have a look at some of these comments. So Mike says, I don't understand why some people are saying to buy everything right now when economics say the US are in a bad spot right now with no plan for relief. Thoughts? Mike, I completely agree with you, mate. I completely agree with you. Now, like I said, do I think the bottom is in? If the bottom was in, even if the bottom was in, one thing that tends to happen in bear markets is that you get a lot of time to buy. That's something that bull markets don't give us. With the bull market, we could be talking about Polkadot today. We're talking about Polkadot today, and I say it's at $5. Tomorrow, you might not have a chance to buy in at $5. It might be at 9 already. Yo, bro, did you buy Polkadot? Nah, fam, I didn't. You mentioned it yesterday. Man was gonna buy, but I didn't. Bro, man's 2x on that now. Probably gonna be 5x by the end of the week. And it will be, because that's what a bull market does. In a bear market, it's not like that. In a bear market, the scenario plays out like this. Hey, bro, you know that cryptocurrency Polkadot? Man bought some at $5, you know? Hey, what? You're in crypto. You're a dickhead, bruv. No, I think this is going to do well over the next couple years. And it takes time. 2 weeks later, your friend says, hey, bruv, you're a dickhead. You bought Polkadot, innit? It's still at $5, bruv. Bruv, take your money out before you lose it. Bruv, honestly, I think Polkadot's going to do very well, you know. A year later, you see Polkadot at something like $100. Majority of the money is made in the exit of a bear market, not the bull market. You get me? So stay tuned. Hey, we got 90 people watching the stream. Bang those likes. Bang those likes. Let's have a look at some more comments. Tariq says the pain ends when Mercury retrograde ends 2nd of October. Look, I know that girl is quite hot. I appreciate it, but I have no clue as to what she talks about. She makes absolutely no sense to me. Moon and the stars and space. I love astronomy, but I've never seen stuff like that before, so I don't know. So look, honestly, Asgard, not Asgard. Who mentioned that retrograde thingy? Tariq. So honestly, Tariq, I don't know. Dean says ETH below 1k will likely fall close 3 hours. Yes, because they will get liquidated. Agreed. I strongly agree with that, mate. I strongly agree with that. Manuel says Sue. Asgard says pain is usually a good thing. Yes, pain is a good thing. That's where we are in the market. That's what we need in the market at the moment. Pain is a good thing. And the more pain that we get, the more closer to the bottom we get. Vegeta says, yo, Vegeta Crypto. How is it going, my brother? If you guys don't know about Vegeta Crypto, make sure you follow him at Vegeta Crypto on Twitter. He is somebody who is a presentable character. He posts for you guys every single day without fail. Charts galore. So make sure you check out Vegeta Crypto on Twitter. Zed Note Dead says, them voices are too accurate. And AW Racing says, have I missed a section on TRX yet? No, you haven't, mate. We're moving on to that right now. So TRX USDD. So for those of you who don't know, a lot of the hype in the last couple of years has been stablecoins, right? We've seen the likes of USDT was the originator. We've seen the likes of UST. We've seen the likes of USDC, USDD, and there are one or two others. BUSD. There we go. We've got a few stable coins on the market now. With USDC, you've got to remember that each USDC coin is backed by one real United States dollar. All right. With USDD, that's not quite the case. With USDT, that's not the case either. However, USDT have been around for so long that the backing comes from all over. It'll be very hard to kill off USDT, sorry. Now with USDD, funnily enough, we were talking about this on the channel last week. And geez Louise, these allergies are freaking killing me. I'm going to lose my shit. I'll be right back, guys. Hold on. Let's do this. And let's do this. And we're back. Welcome back to the NJ show. I took a quick moment of brief pause, whatever, to blow my nose because hay fever is killing me on my birthday. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? It's a hay fever type birthday, but you know what? It's a good day today. All of you guys have tuned into the stream. You guys are learning something. I appreciate all of you. It actually has turned out to be a great birthday. So thank you very much for all of you guys who have joined today, and for all of you guys who are leaving comments in the live stream, debating, making opinions. I have a lot of appreciation for you guys. So look, with Tron, where do we stand with Tron? USDD is now following the same path as Luna followed. And this seems to be a very unfortunate event. I don't think that we are in a position right now to be longing any altcoins. All right? We are not in that position. And if we're not in that position, the altcoins that have the biggest market capitalizations are the altcoins that you need to be afraid of the most. Look at the pattern. Celsius, Luna, these projects went into the billions of dollars in market cap. If the market is going to take back dominance, where's it going to get the money from? Is it going to get the money from a shit coin? Is it going to get the money from a meme coin that has 100k in liquidity? No. It's going to take money from the biggest caps. It's going to take money from AVAX. It's going to take money from Solana. It's going to try and rug Luna. It's going to try and rug TRX. Now, I'm not saying TRX is a rug. TRX has been around since 2017. Justin Sun is a very interesting character, not that different to Do Kwon. And that's one of the reasons I don't really trade TRX. If you follow me over on Twitter at TraderNJ1, you would know that I don't really talk about TRX on my Twitter. I don't really trade it. I don't really chart it. If one of you guys asks for a chart request, then very occasionally I might post it, but it's not something I talk about. And I mean, look at some of these comments. We got people here saying scam, never, absorb 100 million USDD from the market, then it will peg. Look, this token is now depegging, and I saw something this morning about 500 million more added. And it's not going to work. This market is a very unforgiving market. Bitcoin is at $21,000 right now. And if we fast forward, if we flash back to 2 months ago, 2 months is not a long time, you know, guys. 2 months is not a long time. If we fast forward 2 months ago, where we are at sort of 37, 38,000, even up to 45,000. If I came live on YouTube and I said, guys, you know what, yeah, today I think Bitcoin's going to 21,000. You lot would all hate me. You lot would all think I'm lying. And now we are at 21,000. So we can see that anything is possible in crypto. Anything is possible in this game. All right. And one of those things is the likes of Luna rugging. Nobody saw that coming. I didn't see that coming. And now Tron is following suit. You see, when you're, I don't know if anyone from the Tron team or the Luna team are listening to me here, but I would strongly advise, if you're ever looking to make a stable coin, make sure you have the money to back that stable coin, because if you don't, you're gonna fuck your community. And no matter how much money Tron, you know, inject into this ecosystem that they're trying to build, I feel that the same thing will happen that happened with Luna. So I'm not going to call for it, but we're going to watch it, because look, tomorrow we have another stream. On Friday we have another stream. On Monday we have another stream. We have all the time in the world to really understand and capitalize on what's going on with Tron. Maybe Tron recover from this. Maybe the price of Tron goes to near enough zero and they do recover, they do live, and they do survive. In that case, Tron might be a buying opportunity. So I'm not going to completely FUD the token at this point. I'm just going to say that Tron right now is a very unstable ecosystem. Right? If you believe me, in terms of FA, if you've come to watch this channel because you are looking to learn something, then that's the best thing I can teach you. Tron is not in a good place right now. And you don't want to be trading something that could steal all your money. All right, let's have a look at any more comments. So AW Racing, there you go. There's your Tron section. A comment from AW talking about Tron and whether or not he missed it. We've got a few more happy birthday comments in the chat. And yeah, man, it's all bullish, all positive. Everybody's saying happy birthday. Thank you very much. Thank you very, very, very much. There was a comment I saw earlier on. A comment that I did want to read out. 3AC's positions getting liquidated. It does look like 3AC's positions are getting liquidated. Somebody says here, Saylor needs to STFU for a while. I agree. Do you know what it is? Saylor is super bullish on Bitcoin. We're going to cover some more stuff on Saylor in a second. And Kavan says the macro environment is not the same as 2018. And I totally love this point. I love it. I love it. I love it. It's not the same as 2018. A lot more money has entered the market since 2018, and a lot more money has exited the market. since 2018. So the price action looks different. Everything here looks very different. And you know what? We will continue to see what happens over the course of the next cycle. Somebody else here says, can you do price predictions for the next cycle too? Yes, I can do a video on that. I mean, I don't really feel too comfortable with it, but if you guys really want it, then yeah, I can. Why not? I can totally do that. Let's see if we've got anything else here. Only stablecoin I trust with my money is USDT Tether. They've been around for very long, and Bitfinex did a great job. They have been here since 2013. I completely agree. I mean, I never really got into the concept of using UST or USDD or BUSD. I mean, I've used USDC a lot. I've been trying to use USDC more, but you know, I've been sticking with USDT most of the time, or sometimes I hold ETH. Other than that, though, not really. ETH right now isn't really a good time or good place to be holding it. So I've really and truly stuck to USDT and USDC. These other stable coins, there's not a real need in the market to use it. What these guys tend to do is they make a stable coin and they try and back it with these percentages or rebates or whatever like that to get you incentivized to use them. And then when they rug, it's all your money that they take. So that's the unfortunate scenario that we're in right now. It's one of those things. Do I think Tron is bullish or bearish at the moment? I would have to argue bearish, unfortunately. So moving on. Since we're talking about Tether, now might be a good time to mention that Tether condemns false rumors about its commercial paper holdings. Now, a lot of people think that Tether isn't backed. But what people don't realize is the link between Tether, USDT, and Bitfinex, one of the biggest exchanges in crypto for leverage, right? Bitfinex has a lot of liquidity and it has a lot of volume. So, you know, Tether is backed by Bitfinex, and they're saying here that the paper portfolio is 85% backed by Chinese or Asian commercial papers and being traded at a 30% discount. These rumors are completely false and likely to spread and induce panic in order to generate additional profits. So what they're saying is, if you guys have sort of been in the market for a couple of years, I mean, I've been in the market for a good 4 or 5 years now, I've seen Tether spike low a couple of times, as low as 60%. So imagine Tether is 60 cents, right? I've seen it a couple of times now, and they've recovered a couple of times too. So, you know, am I bullish or bearish on Tether? I am not bearish on Tether. Can the price go down? Can the price go lower on Tether? Yes, it can. But I'm not bearish on Tether. I think Tether will stick around in the market, and I think it will hold on. So keep an eye on Tether. I do think it will do well. I do think it will hold its value. And I think, like USDC, it's here for the long term and it will be here to stay. So, you know, I think the reason that this sort of I think the reason that this Tether FUD is coming out in the market right now is simply because, you know, Celsius took a $10 billion hit. Luna took a $10 billion hit. That's obviously going to affect Tether because everybody's cashing out into Tether, maybe from Tether into fiat. So there's a lot of selling going on. For Tether and all these other stable coins to really thrive, the flow of money needs to be from Bitcoin and ETH to Tether and back to Bitcoin and ETH, maybe into altcoins, but certainly not into fiat. So it's something to keep in mind for the overall lifespan of a stablecoin. Going forward, I wanted to play that video here, but you know, I played it earlier on because I was talking about 3AC. But Michael Saylor assures that he will hodl Bitcoin through adversity. And when you're Michael Saylor and you're taking loans to buy Bitcoin and you don't actually hold any real assets, all your assets are diversified into physical things, physical objects and sort of loans, you have to kind of say something like this. When, you know, this guy wanted to be special, right? And he is special because he believes in Bitcoin. MicroStrategy in the bull market, they helped us a lot. You know, they're similar to Tesla, right? Tesla supported Bitcoin. Elon supported Bitcoin. Michael Saylor is somebody who supports Bitcoin. So we shouldn't be laughing if my man is wrecked. He's somebody who believes in the same thing that we believe in. There's people here watching the stream because you want me to say that crypto is going to go up. So we can't disrespect the lad. Michael Saylor I've got a lot of respect for him. I wish I could bring him on this show. One day, if this show is big enough, we'll invite him. We'll spam him and invite him to join the show. And we'll have an interview with Michael Saylor and we'll see what the fuck he was thinking in 2022. Why was he buying more? You know? But you know what his consensus is. You know how he feels about the market. He's now saying that he's going to ride it to zero because I don't think he has a choice, really. You know? Do I think Bitcoin is going to go to zero? Well, I mean, look, rewind the stream, go back to the beginning of the stream, and you'll see that I certainly don't think that Bitcoin is going to go to zero. I think that a low will come soon, and I think that we're going to need a long time to bottom out. There'll be a plenty to do while we're bottoming out. There'll be multiple altcoins that are being released, new projects that are launching that will have that 100x potential, and we're going to cover those on this channel to make sure that even though Bitcoin is consolidating, even though the market is dying, we are positioning ourselves for the next 100 to 1000x. We have to get some of those on this channel. Otherwise, what's the point of crypto YouTube? We need those 100x's, or at least to a certain degree the 10x's, and they will come on this channel. You've just got to be patient and you've got to stick around. So Michael Saylor, he's in a lot of doo-doo right now. After seeing Bitcoin go from 69k to 20k, no bueno, no bueno, no bueno. Vegeta says happy birthday. Speed TV says found your channel today. Thank you very much, mate. I hope you've subscribed. I hope you're liking the content, and I hope you've hit a like on the channel as well, because it helps support the channel and it will help me bring more content to you guys every day, which I intend to do. This is my job. Gul says, just curious, are you holding any coins for the long term or just trading? Right now, I'm just trading. If I see a setup, if I see a confirmation plan, I'll very quickly trade it if I can. Otherwise, I'm being very patient. The time to buy altcoins will come, because by the time these altcoins are where they are, the 5 people left that are joining this stream will not care. They won't want to buy. That's when we're going to be buying. All right. In the bull market, we're going to need a lot of scenarios where we can say, yeah, obviously I told you so. I told you price was going to go up. I told you. We're not in a position yet where price has gone low enough for us to start gloating. We will get there. And when we get there, we're going to cover it on this channel. So make sure you're subscribed. You'd be an idiot not to subscribe. Make sure if you've learned something, you want to subscribe. You know? Avocado Tube says, I agree, man. People are way over the top with their flat hate on him. With their hate on him. Yeah, Michael Saylor isn't a bad guy. Come on. He loves cryptocurrency. You love cryptocurrency. He bought a crap load of Bitcoin. You would buy a crap load of Bitcoin too if you saw Bitcoin at lower prices from where they are. Rana says, happy birthday, brother. Budapest says, happy birthday, mate. I'm from Pakistan. Big up to the Pakistan community. Let me know where else you guys are from. I love shouting you guys out. Crypto King says, any alts you're looking to load up for the next run? Thoughts on PYR? $1 to $2 a good buy zone. PYR is definitely something that we're going to be covering on this channel. I am bullish on it. There are a few altcoins that have recently released, you know, that I think are working hard over into the next cycle. I'm going to be talking about them in this channel, but only if I can see what they do after we've really bottomed out. If we've really bottomed out and I see a lot of these teams still pushing, still doing a lot of work, still making things happen in the crypto space, I will cover them on this channel so that you guys get that visibility, so that you guys can see, you know, if we've got Polkadot working hard in the background over the next 2 years, of course I'm going to be talking about Polkadot. Why wouldn't the price increase in the next bull market? Why wouldn't we 10x or 20x or 30x? Why wouldn't we take our all-time high? But they've got to be continuously innovating. They've got to be continuously building. They've got to be pushing for their community. Coins like Celsius and Luna, they've done wrong by their community. So how can we continue to cover them in a bullish view? You know, PYR is working hard. All right. They are working hard. So for the time being, PYR might be a good dip to pay attention to. However, will I be buying any PYR today? No. You know, Todor says, isn't PYR product bad quality? No, I don't think it is. I don't think it is. And Mert says, what's your views on today's CPI print, by the way? Look, for CPI, we followed CPI last week. CPI was so high last week that this week it doesn't even really fucking matter, does it? It doesn't really matter. CPI was so high last week that, you know, I spoke about it on this channel where I explained to you guys sort of what I think is going to happen over the next coming months. I think we're in a recession. I think it's already started. I think that we're going to get fucked. I think that if crypto's not going to go any lower, we're going to need time to really bottom out. All right? And for us to really bottom out, we're going to need that boring price action. We're going to need more time to build up towards that next halving, and that is where Bitcoin is really going to shine. We're up $500 though. Bitcoin is up $500. Let's look at this on a smaller time frame. We are starting to show some bullish price action. If we can reclaim Monday's low and we can hold above it, that might sort of signify a long. So make sure you're keeping an eye on that. Monday's low. Mark out Monday's low and Monday's high. Mark out a level at 19,150 and mark out another level at 17,950. Mark out those levels on your chart. You'll be surprised. All right. We've got some more things to discuss today. I want to talk to you guys today. One final thing I want to talk to you guys today about, and that is, bear with me. It is about Luna. I want to talk to you guys about Luna. Bear with me. Because this is something that I saw the other day and I want to bring it up. I want to talk about it. If I can't find the link here real quick, yeah, it looks like the link isn't working. It looks like the link's been taken down. What we'll do is we'll look at Luna's chart here. And I'll talk about it on the stream. All right. Here we have a lovely picture of the Burj Khalifa, aka Luna. All right. Big Ting says, yo, NJ. Yo, Big Ting. Welcome back to the stream. OG on the channel. Paul says, happy birthday from Ireland. Phil says, what are your thoughts on UTK long term? UTK, very strong fundamentally. I think that if they can continue to thrive in the bear market, I will be pushing them. Vegeta says, talk about Solana. I love Solana. I will be discussing Solana more in the course of this channel, but maybe not Solana itself. Maybe Solana's ecosystem. Maybe things that can happen inside of Solana that can help push the crypto space as to why we'd be more bullish on Solana. Bitcoin, you can make a lot of money from Bitcoin. You can make a lot more money from altcoins. So when you look at coins like Solana, AVAX, and Polkadot, yes, they are the Bitcoins of their ecosystems, which means that the projects that launch within their ecosystems are going to have more chances of yielding more gains than the Bitcoin of the project itself, you know? Big Ting says, what do you think of VRA? Well, look, mate, honestly, at the moment, unfortunately, we're in that place in the market right now where we haven't got that relief yet. Once we get that relief rally, I'm expecting a lot of lower liquidity market caps to 2 to 3x. Anything sort of in the mid caps to 2-3x. I'm really expecting that, you know? Dean says, NJ, your communication style is I've got to read this one with a bit of my NJ, your communication style is perfect for teaching crypto. Well done and best wishes with the channel. I'm now a raving fan. Pa, 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 pa. Big up, Dean. Big up, Dean. Love to hear it, mate. I want to bring this stuff to you every day. I love you guys so much. I want to bring content for you guys all the time. You guys are what make it worthwhile. All right? Unfortunately, if you are holding Luna, however, you know, you're going to be in a bit of a rut. Now, thank you for staying thank you for staying tuned in. There is news going around with Luna instigating that the attacker, which caused this whole big 99% candle here, We are hearing that Luna was an inside job, and that the attacker was from one of the wallets that came from TerraForm's lab itself. Interesting. Big Ting says, I gotta go, NJ. Take care, my bro. All love. Take care of yourself, Big Ting. Thank you for joining the stream, and I hope to see you in the next one. Cheers. Now, with Luna, having it come from the inside, this is something that we all have to raise question marks on. This is not a joke. A lot of people that I love lost money on Luna. A lot of people that I care about lost money on Luna. 81 of you here right now. I'm not sure how many of you were involved in the Luna fiasco, but I'm going to assume it was 80 of you. If this was an inside job, then we all need to make sure that Do Kwon goes to jail, because this really does give me the BitConnect flags. You know, let me know your opinion in the live chat. This is what I want. When we have news like this, right? I want your opinion. I want you guys to make an opinion, because you guys, the voice that you guys deliver is louder than my voice. The voice that you guys deliver is louder than the voices on Twitter. I want you guys to make your opinions, and let's get a debate going on in the chat, you know? Cryptique says, damn, that's effed up. Yes, I agree. HasG says, not me. I did a 15x on Luna. Excuse me. Watch out for HasG, everyone. Watch out for HasG. We've got guys making 15x's in the bear market. Don't take the piss. Don't take the piss. Big up to HasG and his community, because he's smashing Luna. A lot of people didn't make that kind of money on Luna, unfortunately. You know, Phil says, thank you for answering my question. Appreciate your work. Trader SC and Trader XO, keep up the great work. Yes, Trader SC and Trader XO are the greats. They are the legendary guys. Me and Trader Dang, we are trying as best as we can to deliver as much as we can, but we're certainly not on the level of Trader SC and Trader XO. But you know what? I'm looking to bring them on the channel at some stage. So make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you're liking the video. Make sure you're liking the content, because at some stage very soon you'll see them on the channel. Maybe we'll get some bants going and we can get the chat going as well. It'll be a lot of fun. So look, with Luna, that is the biggest topic that has come out today. With it potentially being an inside job, you know, nobody has anything to say at the moment regarding that, and it's something that we need to keep an eye on, because if it turns out that this was the case, Luna is fucked. There is no recovery from it. All right. If you guys followed the multi-chain capital news, the MCC drama, it was the developer who fucked everybody. And because it was the dev himself that did it, the project never recovered, and the project will never recover, because it was an inside job. It happened from the inside. Imagine you're building a cryptocurrency, you're building a community, you've got the community now, you've got the money now, your project's being traded. All you have to do is respect your community. Your community is as important to you as the market cap of the project. If you fuck your community, you destroy your project, and that's what happened. Some people think that because they have the ability to make a token, and then they have the ability to take a token and get that token trading over 100 million market cap, they think that they're the next Vitalik. That's what they think. They think that they're above people. You know, I have met some devs in the space, and I'm not gonna FUD, but I'd love to meet them in real life, because boy, some devs, small willies, fat big bellies, but because they've made a token that's trading above 100 million market cap, they're getting excited. And you lot know who you are. If you're a dev and you're watching this, and you're from one of the projects that I've worked with in the past, you know who you are. I ain't shy to say it, you know. And similarly, Do Kwon has fallen into this pussyo category. It's unfortunate, but this is where we are. He has put a lot of people down on Twitter. He has discriminated against a lot of people. Money doesn't make the man makes the money. Money doesn't make the woman makes the money. Most of the time, a man needs a woman behind him to make the kind of money he did. If it wasn't for Brown Hulk, or if it wasn't for Brown Hulk, I would not be here today. And the same goes for Trader Deng. Therefore, Brown Hole will always have the love and attention and care. Every time I make a win, I'm always going to credit it to Trader SC. Every time I make a win, I'm always going to credit it to Trader XO. Anytime I make a win, I'm always going to credit it to Brown Hole. Anytime I make a win, I'm always going to fist bump Trader Deng. Because those are my people. Those are the people that help me push. Now, in the case of Luna, the community, the people who trade the token, the people who buy the token and support the project, those are the people that someone like Do Kwon needs to pay attention to, but he's not done that. He's not done that. And you know what? It shocks me, because how long before we get this kind of news from Justin Sun, TRX? We're already getting that news from Suzu now for 3 Arrows. What's going to happen if 3 Arrows need to sell all their positions in order to stay above water? What's going to happen to our altcoins? And it makes you think if VCs like 3 Arrows that have all the money in the world that they have right now and they're still tanking, if they start selling altcoins, it's going to be bad. It means that the low isn't in. It means that there's further downside. I'll read a few more of these comments and then I'm going to let you guys go because we're overrunning by 11 minutes. Todo says, as a person involved in crypto for years, I do that stupid to rug pull, on-chain data easy to track. I have no idea what you're saying, but shout out to Todo. I think JT says, done, subscribe. Thank you for the stream. Thank you, JT. Thank you very much. Dax says, made 7x on the way up on Luna and 800% on the way down. Yes, this is the unfortunate thing. And Cryptique compliments that by saying it's a shame to see, you know. Gennaro says, geez, still made it. Happy birthday, mate. Gennaro, thank you so much for joining the stream and thank you for the positivity. I appreciate that you took all your time to come and join the stream, even though you were had a bit of a busy day. Hashg says, NJ, do you think TRX will be the next Luna? Well, potentially, mate. If you want to rewind 5 minutes, you'll see what I have to say on TRX, but potentially, you know. Japrax says, well, if it's true that Luna is an inside job and Do Kwon make billions, I believe he doesn't care if he got Luna destroyed. That's true. That's a very important point that you've made there. However, the police will make a very different opinion. You know, the SEC will start getting involved and stuff like that will start happening. And, you know, that's where it will get a bit funny for Do Kwon. There's no point making 100 million, 200 million if you're going to be running away and you go into prison, you know, so... No point of making that money if you can't buy a Lambo, right? There you go. Or a Porsche 911 Turbo S. Special edition one. Next bull market. Inshallah. Spud that. Thank you very much for joining the stream, guys. I appreciate every single one of you. We've got 90 likes on the stream. Can we get that to 100 likes? Because it helps with the algorithms. I appreciate everyone joining. Make sure you like the channel, like the video, subscribe to the channel because I come live for you guys every day. You don't want to miss it. There is things going on in crypto every single day and it will determine when the next bull market is, when the low is going to be in. You do not want to miss it. So make sure you subscribe. Remember that I'm doing the giveaway at 2K. So you want to subscribe and be part of that. Thank you for all the happy birthday comments. I will see you tomorrow at 12:15. Cheers all. In it from the tech. The NJ Show. I'm Trader NJ.